Block content. What's happening, my block buddies? Welcome to a new episode of Block Content. My name is Callum and this is your content for today. So we thought about this. What will the Mushroom Kingdom actually be like in Super Mario Odyssey? Now this has sparked a lot of conversation on the internet. I mean, Super Mario Odyssey is upcoming very, very soon. I mean, it's almost October. We're almost getting to play this beast of a game, but it seems like the Mushroom Kingdom might be in this game. Now, it's something that we've all kind of theorized even before we saw the footage, but now that we know that there's actually gameplay footage of Mario hopping into a painting that has the image of Princess Peach's castle on it, we might return to this setting that we've all loved from Mario 64. So a couple of years back, and we might return to it, and we might actually enter the doors. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. So remember that you can be a comment question winner. Your comment will appear in our next video. So if you have an original or funny or maybe informative answer for this video's question, just subscribe to my channel, click that bell, and leave a comment on this video. You can also support block content on my Patreon at the end of this video to decide what I'll be making a video of next. So today's comment question for you guys, so get ready, it's: what do you think is inside Princess Peach's castle in Super Mario Odyssey? So leave it below and I'll get through them all. I always do that, and we'll see if you get featured in the next video. So alright, you guys, let's dive deep into this. So thanks to a lot of new details that actually came out of some hands-on previews that a lot of news websites have had, and thank you guys so much because the footage has been amazing. And if you guys don't really want to get spoiled, I mean, this is your spoiler warning right now because a lot of Super Mario Odyssey is coming out of the woodwork, and that's really exciting for a lot of people, and a lot of people want to have it a secret. But thanks to those hands-on previews, we know more about Princess Peach's castle and Princess Peach's castle role in the game, and even what it looks like to some extent. So spoiler warning right here, Princess Peach's castle is in the very opening of the game. Yes, the intro takes place in the Mushroom Kingdom, so Princess Peach's castle is clearly seen there, where there were pink clouds in the very first trailer that we've seen of Super Mario Odyssey, with Bowser throwing his hat and Mario getting almost, torn to shreds. We've actually seen that airship, and we only saw pink clouds. And where there were pink clouds in the previous trailer now shows the Mushroom Kingdom, Peach's castle, underneath the airship. So now we know that the very first scene that we see in that trailer takes place in the Mushroom Kingdom. But it gets even crazier than just that, because we know now that the opening cutscene opens directly with a battle with Mario versus Bowser on one of Bowser's airships. So not only does this confirm that whole theory that the intro takes place in the Mushroom Kingdom, but we now also know that the opening cutscene is effectively in the midst of a battle that Mario's having with Bowser, which is a really cool kind of detail to that, because normally we see Bowser's invasion and then it kind of ends there. But this actually begins in the middle of a fight, which is really exciting. So it has it underneath the airship. You can clearly see the castle, and websites have already reported what the castle looks like, very close to that sticker that we've seen that says Mushroom Kingdom on it. So a tiny difference in design, but still the classic Princess Peach design on all accounts, and even has the red roof instead of what appears to be kind of pink in later iterations of the castle. So a classic look is back again. So the opening cutscene opens directly with a Mario and Bowser battle on the airship, and Bowser is here already in his wedding costume. So he's ready to, get Peach out of there and marry her, which is really weird, having this arranged marriage kind of plot in a Mario game. But we had it in Super Paper Mario, so we'll roll with it. Peach already has tiara put on her in the gameplay footage that we see, or in the actually cutscene. So that's really weird. Mario does not have Cappy yet, so Bowser has already been to the Cap Kingdom, and he has taken away tiara there, so that's what we know now officially. Mario does not have Cappy yet. Mario does not have a hat anymore in the new gameplay, which is also pretty cool. We've seen in the first gameplay that Mario gets attacked by Bowser's hat, but now in the new gameplay, Mario is simply just hatless in that footage, because Bowser actually knocks Mario's head off and he stomps on his hat, which is very mean of Bowser to do, actually. So Mario does not have Cappy in the footage. Bowser stomps it down with his new shoes and likely beats Mario up by just throwing his big white top hat to him. And it spins, it hits him, and Mario tumbles down to the Cap Kingdom. Very similar to Super Mario Galaxy. You know, it has all the similar beats, right? It opens in the Mushroom Kingdom, and the place is invaded by Bowser and his airships. Bowser wins this battle because it took him by surprise. He takes Peach to a new location, and of course Mario meets a new companion. Here it's Cappy, and in Super Mario Galaxy it was actually Luma with Rosalina. And Princess Rosalina has now been a very prominent figure in the Mario lore, and even has amiibo, which is really cool. And he has to venture in unknown lands to save Peach, so all those similar story beats are all really much, in there, which is pretty awesome. It kind of reminds me, the opening feels very similar to Sonic Unleashed. Very similar in the way that it opens directly in a battle that's already taken place. No backstory to that battle, it just opens with a battle. Eggman traps Sonic, and Sonic is sent down to Earth to figure out the mystery and his new gained ability and friend in Chip. So he has to travel to Eggman's world, in this place, it would be Bowser, to save the world. And in this case, it would be Peach, which is Mario's world, if you think about it. That's really romantic. The Mushroom Kingdom in this game is portrayed through Peach's castle. So the Mushroom Kingdom, normally we think of plains, normally we think of, green fields and question blocks and stuff like that. In this game, it's portrayed just as Peach's castle. We saw gameplay of that portrait in the Luncheon Kingdom. We've actually put up a video about that, so if you want to see more, just click that video, and there's a lot more theory about it too. And I thought about this, and my brain is hurting like crazy. I want to hear what you guys think, because to me it makes absolutely no sense. If the game opens in the Mushroom Kingdom on that airship, it'll only make sense to make that the first level or the final level to return to. It's not like a destination you go back to in like the third level or the middle of the game, right? If there's a way that it opens in the Mushroom Kingdom, it will only make sense that it's the first or the final level. If there's a warp to it in Luncheon Kingdom, you either warp to every level from every level, so there should be portraits scattered all over these worlds, which would be really annoying, or Luncheon Kingdom is either the second to last or the actual second stage in the game. And we know for a fact the first stage, the first world in the game, is the Cap Kingdom. So it's really confusing, and I really want to hear what you guys think, because my brain is hurting. So we know the castle has to be playable in the game, right? We saw the portrait of New Donk City, and that is playable. And we see a portrait of Peach's castle. It should be playable, right? You can travel there. You can go inside that painting and travel there. It looks different. The castle, it looks slightly like a variation on it. There's no bridge that we know from Super Mario 64. There's no waterfall even. There are trees in the picture, but there are no trees in the gameplay footage as far as we know. And it's really weird. The entire castle is now set in a moat. It's set in water, which we've not really seen all that much before. And maybe this means it's just more of a streamlined entrance. So everything is about just getting in that castle, and all of the content is inside that castle. Maybe on the inside there's some sort of wedding activity or something that, kind of makes it story-wise, kind of gives it a little bit meaning why the other doors might be closed. I mean, there's no way that there will be more than one actual level inside Peach's castle to jump into. And I thought of this, and this seems to me like the most simple solution to the entire Mushroom Kingdom idea. So get ready. Maybe the Mushroom Kingdom, maybe Peach's castle is a warp zone to all kingdoms, and you go there to travel to all of them. So there are different kind of portraits all lined up next to each other. So every kingdom has a Mushroom Kingdom portrait in it. So the Sand Kingdom, you could find it somewhere, and maybe you can also find it in the Snow Kingdom. It's effectively sort of a hub world, but not really a hub world, kind of like a warp zone, right? Kind of like we had in the original Super Mario Brothers, if you kind of glitch through the level. But then we have Isle Delfino, and where does that fit in from our previous video? So I'd love to hear what you guys think of this. It's a strange theory, but I really think that it might be some sort of warp zone, right? If you comment down below, then you could be featured in our next video, and I would love to read out your comment in our next video. So today's comment question for you guys is, what do you think is inside Princess Peach's castle in Super Mario Odyssey? So let me know. And as for the previous comment question, our answer comes to us from the awesome user CreeperKiller24, and actually saying, I think this game falls in the middle of the timeline. Since Bowser's marrying Peach, Mario stops him, and then you could think of the game in the timeline after that would be a new chapter. And referencing another video, Mario and Peach go to Isle Delfino to start a new chapter in their lives, having dealt with Bowser. For now, this also explains why we didn't hear anything about Junior so far in Odyssey. Knowing Nintendo, they would add Junior in the biggest Mario game yet, but if this is the turning point in the timeline, with Sunshine being the next event in the timeline, Junior wouldn't appear anyway. Thank you so much for sending in your comment. It makes sense to me, and yeah, we've not seen anything about Bowser Jr. yet, so I'm really curious if he will pop up in the game in some sort of form. He was in Mario plus Rabbids, and he looked awesome, and he fit very well, so I kind of want to see him because I like him again. Thank you so much for sending in your comments, everybody. These are always a ton of fun to do. And here's something cool. You can actually decide what I make a video about next because block content is on Patreon. So if you want to support the channel and actually become a part of it, there's a lot of cool rewards like getting the episodes earlier, getting videos commissioned that you want to see, Skype calls with me, exclusive content, behind the scenes looks to see how the videos are made, and stuff you won't get anywhere else. So thank you so much. Click on that button after the video ends. And remember, if you are not a member yet of the Block Content family, I really want you to. So click the subscribe button, hit that bell, and all that news and fun that you care about will just be delivered daily, bam, to you. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you around the corner where there's always more Block Content. See ya.